So, what the heck is Final Fantasy 14? Wait, hold up. Let's rewind a bit and start from the beginning. So, what the heck is Final Fantasy 14? So it all started back in September of 2020. You know, that year that no one likes talking about, for reasons. I was a pretty regular League of Legends player, fully embracing my inner toxic masculinity. League was pretty stale at the time since it was the end of the season. Most of my friends rarely played anymore or quit the game entirely. I began watching tons of YouTube and ignoring all my other games out of sheer boredom. Until one day, I got a message. To be honest, MMOs terrified me. I always heard stories about how people who played MMOs sank so much time into them that it essentially became a job to maintain playing the game. I was addicted to games enough already, and I didn't want to go all in on hard stuff. But I missed the fun I had playing with friends, and playing with a group of friends is the reason for most of my best memories playing games.
Yes, swipe it.
That would do it.
Later, bitch.
So, eventually I caved in, embraced my inner weeb, and downloaded the game. When I started Final Fantasy, I wasn't sure how to feel about the story. Now, I could sit here and tell you how Realm Reborn was not the greatest, and how Heavensward and Shadowbringers were amazing, but honestly, after playing through it all, it's all pretty good. Now, I've never been someone who has fully enjoyed JRPG games, including other Final Fantasy games, because I always felt they were not my style.
What the hell is this?
I played 3 Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy X, X-2, and a little bit of Final Fantasy 13. But I've never finished any of them. I really need to go finish them. But I never finished them either due to losing interest, or just having other games taking up my time. And I never played an MMO other than RuneScape here and there, but I mean, what person my age back in 2007 wasn't playing RuneScape, you know? The thing that really kept me going was how good the game felt. The fighting was real easy at first, and it helped me slowly learn the ropes, so I never got frustrated. I really liked that I got one button at a time, and learned one new system in the game at a time. And the one thing that really made me happy was the combo system, because it really reminded me of Riven, which I have played way too much of. I never really felt overwhelmed with information, but I could definitely see how a lot of people could, and I think that's a good thing. The fact that this game is easy to learn but difficult to master is all the more appealing to me. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce this. Then I got into Dungeons and Trials, and then I understood why people play MMOs. This is what this game is all about. The more I played, and played, and played, and played, oh man, like, everything just stacks up on top of each other, gets better and better and better. This game really ramps up. Not to mention a big treat to many Final Fantasy fans out there, since many trials are actual bosses you fight from other Final Fantasy games, which I thought was super cool. As many Final Fantasy XIV players would probably agree, I got hooked once I reached the Heavensward expansion. It was a slog to get there. Insert Prey Return to the Waking Sands joke here, but well worth my time. For almost all my original gripes with the game were all ironed out. The game's writing becomes dramatically better, and I grew accustomed to the art style with time, to the point where I now genuinely enjoy it. Especially when it comes to the over-the-top trial fights, those things are sick. Coming from a game like League of Legends, community was something I never really cared about. I'm so used to filtering out negativity, I forgot what it's like to enjoy a game with strangers. This, by far, has been the most welcoming community I have ever been a part of in my life. And I am not just talking about video games. Everyone is extremely helpful, and thank God, because I would have been so lost without the help of my friends and so many other players. To everyone watching this video who has helped me, seriously, thank you. You're the best. Fast forward quite a bit, and after almost 1,000 hours of in-game playtime, yes, I have played a lot. I can officially say this game is great. I never saw myself as an MMO guy, and honestly, I was always scared that it would be an enormous waste of time. I can say with full confidence, that if I was forced to stop playing Final Fantasy XIV right now, that it was completely worth it. So, if I were to answer my past question, what the heck is Final Fantasy XIV? I would say it's fun. Alright, I talked enough about this game. I'll be making more videos about it in the future. If this video and many other videos out there wasn't enough of a reason to start playing, go try it. It's hella fun. Alright, I'm out. See you.